Hello and welcome back to the second week of my solo trip to France. I had just left my friends in Grenoble and got on a train towards my destination of the infamous mountain town of Chamonix. It was a several-hour train and then bus ride, so I had made the decision to stop in a town named Annecy for the night and continue my journey the next day. Hours before my bus ride, so I decided to take a walk around the town, and I fell in love with the beauty of the buildings and the river running through the middle of them. And at the edge of town, I ran into a massive lake with boats everywhere, and I wished I had an extra day to be able to experience the magic of this little town. After taking it all in, I found a little cafe and I sat down for some breakfast and coffee.
It's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night.
So, I've just walked from the town center to my Airbnb. Gonna be sharing it with it's like a shared room kind of thing, so let's go check it out. I am successfully in my little hostel for the night. I have a couple of bunkmates that currently are not here, but I'm sure they'll be showing up at any point tonight, and now I will just plan out some hikes that I'll be doing tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. I woke up early the next morning and spoke to the manager of the hostel, and he told me that many of the hikes that I planned on doing weren't even possible at the time because of avalanche risk and deep snow, which I understood from experience back home. But he then told me about several other lower elevation hikes that I could do, so I then hopped on a train and headed to the first one. This is probably a really dumb idea, but I told myself if I was on a hike and I had the opportunity to get into a river, that I would do it. And yes, it may be below freezing right now, but I'm pretty hot from the hike up, so I think I'm gonna do it.
truly magical experience that was. I will never forget that. Even though I really wanted to go all the way in the water, I decided I better not get my my sports bra wet and my hair wet because I still have several miles to hike and I don't have access to a towel. I won't have access to, warmth for several hours. So I decided that probably wasn't the best idea to get my hair and bra wet because those take forever to dry, and I know with wet hair I would probably be a lot colder. So I kind of just went up to this level, but still definitely worth it. Oh my god, these views. Wow. So I was actually a little bit disappointed this morning when I woke up because I looked out the window and it was so foggy and you couldn't see any of the mountains. That's why I wanted to come to this area because the mountains are so gorgeous here and they were amazing on my train ride in. So I was so looking forward to seeing them today on my hike. Even as I arrived at my hike, it was still very foggy and I was still feeling a little bit disappointed, but I think it's actually starting to clear up a little bit now and it's making me feel really excited, and I hope it continues to clear a little bit because now we have at least a little bit of a view of the beautiful mountains. And even just seeing a little bit, I am forever grateful to even be here. I just came across a house, a building in the middle of the forest. Oh my god. Could you even imagine living there? And without all those clouds in the way, that view would just be unbelievable. Just walked like one more mile in that direction, I would be in Switzerland. And boy do I want to do that, but I don't think I'm going to have the time to do that. So I will just head back into the little town and take the train back into Chamonix, where I'm staying, and we will go from there. Oh my goodness, it's my favorite animal. It's a goat. It's a goat. I'm gonna try and see if it likes pets because I love goats. Thank you, you're so beautiful.
That night, I had a new bunkmate, and I was so happy to find out that she spoke some English. She was here on vacation from northern France, and we quickly became friends and planned to do a hike together the next day. I didn't do much filming of this hike because we spent a lot of time talking, and I didn't want to bother her with the consistent stops I would have had to make to get the shots. Even though I didn't capture as many of the beautiful moments, it still feels so good to have a new friend who lives across the world from me.
Sometimes what you want ain't what you need. Sometimes letting go can make your heart bleed. Sometimes the road ahead seems dark as night. Have some faith in yourself, that's the guiding light.
So the sun just set behind the mountain and it's getting colder and the air smells like smoke, like a bunch of fires are being lit right now as people prepare for bed and get all cozy in their houses. And I'm just out on a little bit of a walk, reflecting on my day today. I did not really film anything at all today because, in all honesty, I had a very stressful day today and I did not end up doing much at all. I just kind of wanted to remind myself that I am in one of the most beautiful places in the world right now, and I just want to remind myself of that and to appreciate it, even though I am feeling a lot of stress right now. The reason that I was feeling so stressed today is because I got a notification that my flights back home were canceled because of airline strikes. So my flights were supposed to be tomorrow. I was really stressed because I had to figure out a way to rebook them, and I was on hold with the airline today. I was on hold for 45 minutes before I got a hold of anyone to try and figure out what I needed to do. Thankfully, after a lot of struggle, I was able to get new flights on Saturday. So that would be 3 days from now, because today is Wednesday. That requires me to spend more than I was really wanting to spend on the hostel that I'm staying at. Now I have to pay more for food as well, and I'm glad that this gives me the opportunity to stay here an extra 2 days, because then I get more time to explore this beautiful town. But at the same time, I have this feeling in the back of my head that my new flights will be canceled as well. So yeah, basically I was just feeling a lot of stress today because of this whole situation with my flights. I just need to know that even if things don't turn out exactly the way you want them to, in the end, everything will be okay. And I just really need to enjoy the moment, not worry about the future, just worry about the present, and just know that everything will work out. And I will get home eventually, so I will just enjoy my extra 2 days here. I already have a new hike planned for tomorrow, and tomorrow is supposed to be a really beautiful day. So I'm actually really looking forward to it. So after this little walk, I will head to bed, wake up to some beautiful weather, and go on a really nice hike. This is the first day where I am getting a 100% clear 360 view of this valley, and I am almost in tears of how beautiful it is. Let me show you.
I've been lying here for too long. I don't know what else to do. I wanna get away from every little thing just to try to make it through. I've been thinking about my options.
It feels so good to have the sun on my face again. You don't realize how much you miss it until
So I cry
you have it back.
I've been running circles, trying to catch my breath. I've been trying everything I can, but I ain't got nothing left.
Oh my gosh, you guys. This is what I came all the way here to see.
I've been staying up all night. Everything I ever worked for vanished in the blink of an eye. I've been asking every question, 'cause I haven't got a clue. Why's it gotta be me? What the hell am I supposed to do?
My goal for this hike is to get above tree line, because I haven't done that yet, and I think the views would be really pretty above tree line, so you can see everything. I'm a little out of breath, just a little bit, because this hike is pretty steep. Has quite a bit of elevation gain, but actually, so far all the hikes I've been doing, they've actually felt quite a bit easier to me, because at home I'm used to hiking at much higher elevations. So I'm sure if I were back at home doing this kind of hike, I would be much more out of breath than I am right now. So that's one really nice thing about hiking here, is for me it's just a little bit easier. So yeah, I just want to be able to try and get above tree line, hopefully. And then after this hike, I will head back down across the valley to the other side of the mountain range, and I will do another hike over on that side, because I heard there's a really pretty waterfall over on that side that I want to go see, and it's a pretty short hike, so hopefully I'll have time to do that today as well.
I ain't got nothing left.
So now I am getting absolutely dumped on by snow that is melting off of the trees. It is starting to come off in big chunks as it's starting to get warmer. Let me fix this. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's really starting to melt everything, and I have now gone up just about 2,000 feet in elevation, and I'm starting to get into some pretty deep snow. And in order to get above tree line, I need to go up another 1,000 feet. I've decided that I don't think it's worth it because I think the snow will just continue to get deeper and the snow will continue to melt and become more dangerous. So I will just turn around now after about 3 miles in and head back down the mountain. There were still some really amazing views, just like this one. So I am still extremely happy with this hike. It's kind of been unfortunate being here in the winter and not being able to do the hikes that I was really looking forward to doing. But such is life, and at least there were still some hikes that I was able to do regardless. Yeah, I think going down is going to be a little bit more sketchy, so I'm just going to put my phone down now. I don't know if you can tell, but I am so deeply exhausted right now, and I am so happy to finally be at the waterfall. I think at this point I've gone like 9 or so miles today, and that's already more than I'm really used to doing in one day, so I am really feeling it. And this hike was mostly in the shade, so everything feels stiff and cold and not good, and I am ready to head back into town now and warm up a little bit and just stand in the beautiful sun and yeah, I don't know. I'm so tired. Alright, I'll just enjoy this waterfall for a couple more minutes and then head back.